Hello, hello, welcome everybody. My name is Matthew Daniel. I am the CMO of Funder1, and I'm accompanied by the one and only Mr. Celestin, COO of Funder1 Capital. Nice to have you here today, Sed. How are you?
Very good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, doing very well. Thank you for asking. We have some major announcements for everybody that's following us, and for the people that are just starting to hear about us. I know we're starting to make a lot of headway in new channels, and people are wanting to know more and more about, what exactly is UBETS and what we're up to.
Mhm.
So we're going to continue to put out media for you guys to give announcements to let you know exactly what's going on. We want everybody to be involved with everything about UBETS and what the future holds with UBETS. So for those that have been following us, one big announcement said, as you know, we've been working on it this week, is we are listing on a new exchange.
Yes, sir.
And we are opening our first exchange in Southeast Asia, to be Korea, exactly, South Korea. And we are opening on their largest exchange, which is called Probit.
Yes.
And we are looking to list Probit this weekend. And this, for those that are seeing this now, this is going to be the second week of September is when we're looking to do that. So very exciting stuff for us. For those that are not familiar with Probit, Probit Exchange is very advanced and accessible exchange in the crypto market, meaning that I believe there's only 8 or 10 countries that are not allowed to open a wallet and trade on the Probit exchange. So that's very important for us. Their exchange is very easy to use for beginners and advanced. The tools are very nice and user friendly for people that are just getting into this space. I know a lot of our crowd is new in crypto, and again, we want to create this media so we can help you along the way. Again, and this is also for US traders. It's full KYC compliant. So for those that have questions about certain exchanges, Probit does absolutely 100% accept US traders and coin holders on their
Exactly.
exchange, which is huge. They are a huge daily volume provider, I should say, and they average about 600,000 trades in volume a day, which is going to be huge for us.
Exactly.
Right, Said. I mean, our goal is, again, for our coin holders to give them as much advantages, but
Hmm.
also options is going to be important for them. And some of the pairs that we're listing with Probit is we're listing pairings with Ether and Bitcoin.
Hmm.
So that'll be our first exchange where we're doing dual pair listings for the month. So yeah, again, very exciting for us. And Sed, did you want to add anything to our excitement with listing with Probit?
Well, it's a plus because Probit will allow us to create more liquidity for our people. You see, and also that will allow us to fund more projects. You see, and our investors, of course, will be very happy with that because once they receive their cryptocurrency with uh, their return on investment, they know they can go to Probit or Binance and sell, and so they can come back in and reinvest whatever it is that they invested. And of course, they're going to be making more money. And that's the whole thing. Because if we go back and try to see what's been happening in our economy since 2008-9, we saw that everything is changed. Everything has changed from analog platform to a high-tech system. Just like we have a big one, like we were talking about that I think the other day, that was what, Tuesday? We were talking about Amazon that took over retail, you see? How they did that, nobody knows, but it's all about technology. Now we have Jeff Bezos that has more money than Warren Buffett.
Right.
Would you think something like that would happen in our lifetime? But it did happen. Why? Because of the technology. And then that's the same time that's happening for us. That's why we were where we are today. And we're looking forward for more. Why? Because we know that the real estate is a major ticket, you see? And this is our, I mean, any family or every family, that's the biggest or largest ticket item that we have to deal with. See, because a house, we purchase a house, we have to pay for 30 years. We have a car, we have to pay for 5 years and so on, and student loans for your life. All your life, you'll be paying for student loan, as you know. So those are three major ticket items that we take into consideration for our project. So it is a super plus for us to be in that probit because that will allow us to do all those things with no problem.
Yeah, no, that's very, very strong points. And, you know, to also add to your point of, I can call them, you know, fintech businesses or, you know, technology businesses. As we've been discussing, nobody's quite figured out, you know, the real estate side of things. Now, you know, there are RSS feeds that can build marketing feeds for real estate agents and, you know, help them with, you know, pulling together statistics and data on the housing market. But as far as, you know, accelerating or innovating the real estate market using technology, there really hasn't been any advancements. And you know, many people in the crypto space have tried to incorporate crypto into a business that utilizes the real estate assets, but you know, they've gone down more of a traditional, I'll call it traditional crowdfunding type of a project. And we're finding that that doesn't quite work well. And that has to do with market volatility. It has to do with regulations. There's a lot of issues that are happening with the models. So, for those, right, Sid? So for those that aren't familiar, and I'll let you touch base on that. For those that aren't familiar, you know, people hear real estate and you assume it's crowdfunding. You can own $1, you know, a piece of a house. That quite is, we're not doing that at all.
No, thank God, no. I mean,
So,
you hit it right on the head here. You said regulations. Because of so many regulations on the mortgage industry or the real estate industry, investors, but most companies are very scared into getting into real estate because there's so much regulations going into that part of it. Okay, which we as Funder1 and UBETS, we found out how some banks are doing some stuff in real estate. You see, the reason why I don't want to spell it out because we don't want people to know exactly what it is that we can do to be clear with all the regulations and we don't have no issues because actually we already closed 2 transactions and both of them are recorded in the county recorder just like any other transactions with no problem. That's because we know exactly how to work it with what the regulations are saying. And we thank God we're doing very well on that.
yeah, no, and you know, we took it a step further, and for those that are becoming more familiar with us, we not because we had to, but we wanted to our best ability. We've even filed again with the SEC. That's important with us. Compliance is number one for us as a business and for our coin holders and and members that are part of what we're doing. So we've taken a full beyond effort look into how we can go beyond how to create the compliance around our business that is continuing to grow each day. So yeah, again, that's very exciting for us. And just to kind of roll back into, you know, real estate, not, you know, taking advancements using technology, that, it makes you think, is there a reason why maybe the banks don't want you to utilize technology and step forward the process and expose certain processes in the existing real estate procedures? It really makes you think, and for us, and with your experience, that you're with your mortgage-backed business experience, we are taking in most cases, the unknowns of what people are even signing, and we are making them transparent for everybody. So everybody knows exactly what's going on as far as the business, signing documents, use of funds, everything. And that's very important for us as well.
Well, basically, when it comes to the real estate business, there's a lot of money involved. And the banks, that's where they make the money. And if you know, most investors make their money in real estate, because real estate is the only asset that you can own, and you can actually own it for a while, and then you can make money out of it. Now, the other question that we have is that why that every 4 to 5 years we have some issues in real estate in this country? Why? Why we have problems that the banks have to create a madness within the economy, so we have so many foreclosures? Like right now, everybody is saying within the next couple of months, we're gonna have an avalanche of foreclosures. Why? You see, that's the problem that we have. And nobody will want to answer that why. And it is a very big question. Now, I have, quote unquote, the answer to the why, because I know it's all about dollars and cents. And they do it on a regular basis. Every 4 to 5 years, we have some issues that we have to, return the properties and create, more movement for certain groups. Because the second that the servicer, not the bank, the servicer foreclose on the property, actually, it's just so much, man. I don't really want to get into so much details on that.
Yeah.
Because, but it's just the way they do it. It should be very easy for the court. If you go to court on this particular case, you create a case for whoever call themselves the banker or the bank for that particular transaction, you should be able to win that case just like that. But since we know that most of the judges, they have their retirement or their pension tied up to the mortgage-backed securities, you're not going to win that case.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah,
so that's why every 4 or 5 years we have it to keep on going and going and going and going.
Right. It seems
But
like
now with cryptocurrency, in blockchain, on the smart contract, just like that's what I said most of the time, that Satoshi is a banker. He knew exactly what those guys did back in 2006, 7, and 8. And that's why he came up with Bitcoin and blockchain. Because it shows us there's ways that we can do it in blockchain. We can eliminate all that red tape, because there's things that going on that the investors cannot see. But now in blockchain, you cannot hide it from the investors. And that's why until today, most of those companies that are doing tokenization, they're not doing it the right way. They're doing it as a crowdfunding type project. You see? Because you have to, in blockchain, show every penny that goes to that project.
right.
Any penny that you make as profit on that project, you have to show it. It has to be listed on blockchain. So which means all of the investors, they can go out there and pull the file and see what's going on. Whereas the way they have it right now, you can't find out, because they're gonna tell you, hey, that was a bad deal. You see? So, we all lose. And at the end of the year, you have all the bankers receive a big fat bonus. So where that money came from? You see that? How can bankers receive bonus and then you have the investors lost their money, and you have the homeowners who are the one that created the paper, who created the instruments for the banks, lose their homes.
Yeah, no, that's important for our investors to understand, the way that we've put our business together and our return on our investment. Investors are a priority.
Priority.
Number one. So we understand that, in traditional mortgage-backed securities, investments can take sometimes 5-10 years to get a proper return. And the way our
That's
system,
if you get that return.
that's the sugar on top, right? If, right? So, of course, if there's no foreclosure and things are supposed to go the way they sell it to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But assuming everything does go proper, it's still quite a times to wait. And the way that we're working our deal out is we're making sure our investors are taken care of first,
Up
right?
front.
So that's a priority for us. That's the UBETS business model, and we're very excited to continue that exposure and getting everybody involved with what we're doing. So as far as everybody getting involved, on another note, we did a Telegram community the other day, and my gosh, it was a open Q&A, and we had over almost 2,000 questions pop up in our Telegram,
Wow.
and
That was great.
it was amazing. I've been part of quite a bit of different chats and rooms in the crypto space. Never seen anything like that. We have a lot of things going on, a lot of interest. And I really wanted to praise our team for really putting together a really nice announcement there and bringing many people to inform them a little bit more detailed on what we're doing. So for those that were not able to make it, please do follow us on UBETS, UBETS official under the tag in Telegram to come find us, so you can find a lot of good information there. We also expanded our community from 19,000, and we have close to 24,000 people part of our community now.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And we are continuing to make headway and grow. And again, what we've put together here as a business and a product, again, we have really put together a model that is built to benefit everybody that's a part of it, from top to bottom.
Exactly.
And again, utilizing blockchain said is, kind of the core transparency, so everybody can see exactly how the business model is being proceeded. It's all the parts that are part of it. So again, that's a priority for us as well. So again, yeah, kudos for everybody joining. We look forward to continuing to educate you guys that have been following us, and for people that, again, are just starting to pick up our content and media on UBETS. We very much look forward to educating you on what we're doing. Please do follow us on Twitter. We are on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You type in UBETS, you'll find us. We're starting to create a YouTube station as well, where you'll find a plethora of video content, which is going to be important for us, for you guys to read. So with that being said, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, again, the investors are the core of our business, our platform. And then we come with the members, because the members are the creators, just like any other transaction. Because the members have to sign, so they can sign the instruments for us, so we can go on and tokenize the property. Without, we cannot tokenize the property. So we really, right now, we want to say a big thank you to all the members and the investors that are part of Funder1 / UBETS, and we're looking forward for to do good business together. And the sky's the limit of what we can do, because of we want to make sure that we keep everything as basic as possible, plain and simple. It's all a matter of getting everything done the proper way, and so we all can benefit from this blockchain and on the smart contract. And that's basically what we do.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Sid, for joining me, and I look forward to joining you again in the next couple of days. We'll be giving more announcement, guys, every couple of days, so make sure you stay tuned. Thank you very much, Sid, for joining me.
Very good. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right.